What's up, Jet Nation? This is GreenBean hanging outside of Memorial Stadium in Clemson, South Carolina. And if I could touch that rock, I would. I want to bring us some positive juju, but I can't. They won't let me in. But we're going to talk about all the goodies that free agency is going to bring us when I return. All right, Jet Nation, that's right. Once again, this is GreenBean. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this very YouTube page, Jet Nation on YouTube. If you're looking for even more Jets talk than you got going right now, head over to jetnation.com. There's quite literally no place like it. You can also follow my podcast on GreenBean Jets Fan on YouTube, as well as GreenBean the Jets Fan on Instagram and Being the Jets Fan on Twitter. If you have a hankering to know more about this bearded white freak that you listen to at times, I'm out here riding roller coasters, and you can catch up with all that's going on, everything I'm doing out there. I'm at Six Flags over Georgia right now on full-time coaster tour on YouTube as well. So here we are. First couple days of free agency are behind us. Let's take a look at what we've done. Let's take a look at what we think maybe we can still do. And then we'll talk about our feelings, okay? Can we talk about our feelings? I know we're having a lot of feelings this week, for sure. Jets Twitter, Jets Instagram, Jet Nation, we are all sharing our feelings. I'm hearing lots of words being used to describe said feelings, but we'll get to that in just a minute. So what we do, he waited a few hours, 3, 4, I think it was about 5 hours in, and he signed a linebacker, and people were losing their minds. A linebacker, that's what you get. Here's the truth about linebacker, guys. We don't have any, all right? We have Blake Cashman and we have CJ Mosley. Blake Cashman has not been able to stay on the field. More than likely, sadly to say, will not be able to stay on the field. I'm rooting for him. I am. But he has not been able to in the 2 years we've had him, and that was his issue in college as well. CJ Mosley hasn't played in 2 years, and we know what that's all about, okay? We're locked into him. That's Mike McCagnon's last gift. So, guys, we were going to need to bring linebackers in. Sure, we can re-sign Neville Hewitt and the like, but, I mean, dude, they're capped out. Neville Hewitt, if we re-sign him, he's a backup. He's a reserve, and a good backup at that. But if Neville Hewitt is starting on your defense, you're limited in how great your defense can be. We already know what his ceiling is. So, what we're hoping our general manager does is upgrade, okay? So if he signs Neville Hewitt, fine. I still want him to sign more linebackers. The linebacker that we signed just so happened to be a first-round pick, had a really good first 2 years. Then Matt Patricia came into his life, very similar to Adam Gase. He dipped like so many of our players. You know, Matt Patricia actually, look, it's Matt Patricia, okay? That was a terrible time for Detroit Lions fans, so let's keep it where it is. Joe Douglas and his staff evaluated him and said this is an opportunity to get a young, fast, hungry, hard-hitting linebacker in, and they did it. Love it. Love the signing. Not who I was looking for necessarily, but I love it. And we went and got a receiver. 6'3" receiver who had 984 yards in 14 games. Why did he play 14 games? He had the COVID stuff going on. He got diagnosed, with I guess he was in danger of COVID, so they took him out for 2 games, and he still had just under 1,000 yards. Guys, the guy's legit. Okay, he's another first-round pick. He was the 5th overall pick. He was the guy taken right before Jamal Adams, if you needed to know that little nugget. So, oodles and oodles of upside, and I love him. He goes right in line with Joe Douglas's type for receiver. Every receiver Joe Douglas has brought in is 6'2" and above, which makes me think that Crowder, his days as a Jet may be numbered. I don't think that they need to move on from Crowder. But again, Joe Douglas has a type. If he can bring in a little bit bigger slot receiver, he's going to do just that. And I would brace yourselves, guys. So then what did we do? That was where everybody was saying, a little bit calm, but people weren't really happy. We got a linebacker and a receiver. I wanted Galladay. I wanted Juju. So Davis was seen as the also ran. You know what I mean? So then we turned around and we signed the first edge rusher in free agency that we've done in I don't even know how long. But the guy's legit, man. He was second in the league in pressures. He's relentless. You can watch his tape, man, which I've done over the past couple days. Not just highlights. The highlights are fun, but you can actually find some tape on him, and you can watch all 22 and stuff like that. The guy never stops, okay? And just because he's not getting the sack numbers, he's affecting more plays than the stat line then shows up on the stat line. So, dude, guys, we got a huge receiver, we got a young linebacker, and we got a young pass rusher. All of them are 25 or 26 years old. Then we go out and get one of the better special teams guys in the league. Yeah, right. So we're not getting the big names. We didn't get Joe Thuney. We didn't get Corey Linsley. No, we didn't. We didn't get Galladay yet. We didn't get some of these bigger name guys, Ngakoue. But that's the way that it is. We have a GM that's going to use free agency to give him flexibility in the draft, which is what he told us is how he's going to build his team. We have to remember that. I understand that we have been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. I get it. As you guys know, I've been a diehard Jets fan for 38 years. Shit, I've been paying attention hard style for 35. So I know what it is. We're tired. We want it now. But it doesn't happen that way. The Jets are number one in money spent on free agent contracts since 2015. Coinciding with that, we also have the worst record since 2015. So what does that tell you? Okay? Big contracts don't necessarily give us what we hope for, which is wins. So Joe Douglas is doing it in a systematic way. We always hoped our GM would do it this way. Systematic, organized, streamlined through the draft. Get the young guys and build that way. Now we have a guy doing it and we're losing our mind because it's hard. It's hard not to get immediate gratification. But I want to tell you, the immediate gratification is there if you just look. Okay? Now, what moves do we see coming? I saw some news that Juju Smith-Schuster, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think that we're going to sign one of the offensive linemen just to give us more flexibility. I can see 2 interior linemen coming from the draft, and I think it's a good draft to do it, quite frankly. I can also see another wide receiver. I can see a tight end, and I even can see another linebacker. There's still a few out there that I like. I did like Van Noy. He went back to the Patriots, a little older, and I didn't think it was real because of the guys Joe Douglas signs, but liked him nonetheless. I like that guy. I don't like him. I like what he brings to the team. And now I hate him still again. I don't like anybody. Remember that. So, guys, how you feeling? Are you okay? Are you all right? The first 3 days of free agency have been a roller coaster. People are pissed. I keep seeing that Joe Douglas doesn't have any balls and things like that. I disagree. And I make that clear. Again, if I think Joe Douglas does something stupid, I'm going to make a video on that too. But the truth is, I haven't seen anything stupid yet. I would have liked Thuney too. I would have. But let's be real. If you're trying to date, you're trying to pick up a young lady, best lady at the dance, and you're making some headway, it looks good, and then Brad Pitt walks up and says, "Hey, you want to come ride in my Ferrari?" Are you really going to get upset when she leaves with them? No, you expect that. You're not Brad Pitt. I don't care who you are. You're not. I'm not. Sometimes I think I am, but I'm not. So that you got to understand that when the Chiefs come offering $16 million a year, and then you got the Jets, we don't even know who our quarterback is yet. It's not going to happen. And it's okay. It's okay. So it sucks, but it's okay. Right. So how are you feeling? Are you mad? Do you think Joe Douglas sucks? Are you still talking about James Morgan, for God's sakes? Is that, the one thing I'll ask my Jets fan friends is this. Is James Morgan the reason that you're saying Joe Douglas sucks? If a 4th round pick, one of 3 we had that year, is where you're hanging your hat, I got to tell you, that's pretty good for a GM. We're usually talking about our 1st round picks. Okay? If James Morgan is still on your tongue, you got to ask yourself why that is. Why am I holding on to this James Morgan thing so much? It's a 4th round pick. So anyway, guys, tell me how you're feeling in the comments below. I'm excited going forward. I can't wait to see what this remaining period of time brings us between now and the draft. Is Deshaun Watson coming? Are the Jaguars foolish enough to pass on Trevor Lawrence. What is going to happen? I'm psyched. I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go Joe Douglas.